Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, what can I say? Another 1-0 victory to the Arsenal. It seems to be getting back to the old school ways where we used to beat every team 1-0. And boy, how nervy was that? I mean, scored straight away against Queen's Park Rangers. I thought to myself, you know what, it's going to be a cricket score today. I looked around the stadium at the QPR fans and I was actually feeling a bit sorry for them. I was like, it's so quiet from their end. They've got nothing to celebrate. They're down. Goal conceded in like 20 odd seconds. I mean, I was thinking this is going to be, at last we're going to have a game where we ain't even going to have to worry. It's going to be just like 3, 4, 5-0. But then Arsenal, as if we were never really under serious pressure. I mean, Wojciech, Szczesny pulled off a couple of good saves, but it's as if we just were content to just sit on that 1-0 and we didn't really go for it, go for that second goal. You know, again, too much passing sideways, too many players not having a shot. I mean, Aaron Ramsey, very guilty of that on Saturday. I mean, it was so frustrating. But then again, at the end of the game, as I've interviewed so many fans and so many fans said to me, it was not about the performance at this stage of the season. It's all about the result. And that is so true. I mean, a fan said to me after the game, he said, listen, if we would have played brilliant football and drew the game or lost, what would you say? And he's right. It's all about the result. And we haven't played well against Fulham. We didn't play well against Queen's Park Rangers. We haven't really played sparkling football. I think against Man United, we played very well in that first half. But we've got the results. And at this stage of the season, where it's so vital, that's what it's all about. Especially seeing as Spurs got that last-minute goal at home against Southampton in a game that really they shouldn't have won. And Chelsea yesterday, well, what can I say about that? What can I say about that game? Manchester United come to our place, play their strongest team, Van Persie, Rooney, De Gea. Chelsea come to their place. United have had a week's rest, nothing to do. They've won the title. They play a weakened team. No Rooney in the starting lineup. No De Gea. I mean, I just saw that team straight away at the start of the game, and I thought to myself, nah, Chelsea will either get they'll get a draw or they'll get a victory in this game, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, all right, it's right near the end of the game, but I don't think United were really bothered. You know, they would never have played like that if they had something to really go for. But at the end of the day, listen, it's down to us now. It's down to us. We've got to do our own thing. And it's that game now on Wednesday. Wednesday night's game where Chelsea played Tottenham. I mean, in a way, we're lucky that the two of them are playing each other because it means that it gives us a chance now for it to be in our hands. Now, let me just go through some of the connotations before I get into your tweets. For us, on Wednesday, it would be better if Chelsea win that game. All right, Chelsea, if they win that game, they're more than likely guaranteed third place. But I think we can forget about third place now after the weekend's results. We are playing for that fourth place. If Chelsea beat Tottenham, then we'd only need 4 points from our last two games because of our superior goal difference, and we'll get fourth place. So that means like a win against Wigan and a draw at Newcastle, which we're definitely able to do. If Tottenham win that game against Chelsea, then it's out of our hands, because that means that if Tottenham won their last two games, they would finish a point above us. So, I'm going to be a Chelsea fan on Wednesday, and on current form, you probably have to go for Chelsea. But how nervous is that going to be on Wednesday night watching that game? That's going to be another nervous one. Listen, let's get into the tweets and see what you guys have had to say about the game on Saturday against Queen's Park Rangers and also the weekend's results. Arsenal Ali says, contrary to popular belief, I think Arsenal know exactly what they're doing. Ruthless first goal, solid defending after it. Yeah, it's easy to say that now. You would have been saying that on Saturday. I mean, let's get it right. The defending has been very, very good from Arsenal. Bar that terrible mistake from Sagna last week, they've been very solid in defence. And that has been the key over the last few games why we have put in so many good wins because of the defence. Gooner Patrick Kale 7 says It's good to see us being able to see out these games, but if we keep performing that bad, I fear the worst. We must improve, and I agree with that. We must improve in the last 2 games. Let's put in get the wins, but good performances. Gooner World 76 AFC says, in the old days, we won 1-0 without breaking sweat. This team drives one to booze and heart medication with a 1-0 win. I'll tell you what, you ain't far off there, mate. It's normally you come out of the ground and everybody's holding their hearts and their blood pressure's up, and then they've got to go down the pub and get smashed after that because it's so stressful. Dwayne Clark says, we didn't really look like conceding a goal that game, but it should have been wrapped up earlier than letting us Gooners go through all that pain. I agree with you 100%. It was like Fulham all over again. Met COYG, come on you Gunners, says, a good win even though we made tough work of it. Now we have to look at Wednesday and hope for a Chelsea win. Exactly what I was just saying. And AFC Wilshire says, we lack connection between the midfield and attack. We need a Rooney-esque player, and that is Jovetic. Now, we can see the team at the moment is a good team. I'm looking at Arsenal and I'm thinking, you know what? It's a good team, but we do lack, as we've been saying for so many weeks, there's some key players. Defensive midfielder, we're lacking. Striker, we're lacking. We need backups in defence. But there's a basis of a very good team there. And if they're going to kick on next season, they've got to add those world-class players to that team. I mean, to me, I was really having a strong think about the Premier League today. And I was thinking, Man United deserve to be champions, without a doubt. Manchester City, I'd say they are probably the second best team in the Premier League this year. The league's not lying this year. Chelsea, I've got to admit, they are the third best team in the Premier League. I'm going by teams that we've played this season. Chelsea beat us twice, home and away. Got some very good players. Been very inconsistent because their chairman or owner's always changing their manager, but they've got a very good team. Fourth best team in the Premier League is between us and Spurs. It's very even. It's very touch and go to say who's the best team. I think slightly Arsenal, and that's why I think we'll get into 4th place. So the league has not lied this season. It hasn't lied. 5th best team is probably Everton. So it's not lied. So if we're going to kick on next season, and it's not just about 4th place or 3rd place, but we're really challenging, we've got to add something. We're not far off, but we need to add some star quality to that team, and then that's when we're going to challenge. Listen, thanks to everybody who participated in our video straight after the Queen's Park Rangers game. It's brilliant, some great videos. Check them out. I'll tell you, the fans were really happy after that game. Some great videos after that game. Don't forget, actually, we've got a competition that we're going to be running from tomorrow. Make sure you check out the website, arsenalfantv.com. Follow us on Twitter as well, because we're going to be running a competition. I've got a ticket to give away to the final game against Wigan, our last home game of the season. I've got a ticket that we're going to give away absolutely free of charge. So look out for that competition on the website from tomorrow. We've also got a whole new batch of t-shirts coming out, chant t-shirts, brilliant Mertesacker one coming, etc. So make sure you look out for that as well. And I've just also got to say thank you very much to everybody who's helped us to achieve 10,000 subscribers in just a matter of 5 to 6 months. 10,000 plus subscribers now. Thank you very much to everybody who's been tuning in religiously week after week to Arsenal Fan TV and sending us so many messages around the world. It's so appreciated. If you've got comments on the game over the weekend, or if you think we're going to get into that 4th place, we want to hear from you. Leave it in the comments below. Tell us if you're confident that we're going to get into the top 4. Give us your order. Give us your order how it's going to go, and leave it here in the comments. This is Arsenal Fan TV, the aftermath. Wednesday, after Wednesday's game, it's going to tell us a lot about how this final Premier League is going to end up and whether or not we're going to get into the top 4. It's nervy right to the end, but I'm confident.